Kevin Jousset, pretty quick turnaround for you. Not too long ago, you were fighting on that Eternal card. This weekend, you're fighting on the Shuriken card. First of all, just when you reflect on that Eternal fight, like how has that been for you?
Disappointing, obviously. Not the result itself only, but most importantly, the way I fought. I'm very disappointed because I didn't fight any good. Literally, I feel like I fought like 20% of my ability, so that drives me crazy. And then the result is just, yeah, the result sucks, but I'm more disappointed because I didn't fight well. So that's why I wanted to fight again as soon as possible to correct it.
For yourself, watching that one back, like how tough is it for yourself as the fighter, knowing that you can give a lot more than you did having to watch yourself go through 5 rounds of that when you could have done a lot more in that one.
Yeah, that drives me crazy. To be honest, the first couple of weeks I was very pissed at myself. Um, but at the end of the day, I can't change it, right? So it is what it is. Gonna learn and grow from it and make sure I don't do the mistakes again. And yeah, I think I just felt too comfortable because I was defending well and he was not really hitting me and I was avoiding all the shots. But the thing is, I need to hit him more too, and I need to be more aggressive. I just need to do what I usually do, you know? And I was just enjoying my time a bit too much and being too defensive. So, yeah, it is what it is.
For anyone watching who didn't see that fight, that was the Eternal welterweight title fight against Kaleb Rideout, split decision loss for yourself. Personally, from memory, I think I had it 3-2 to Kaleb. I have no idea how one judge gave him 4 rounds, but hey, you never know with judges.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. To be honest, I thought I was doing much better at the end of the fight and I could have got 3-4-5. 1-2 was more for him because I didn't get any takedown, but 3-4-5 I took him down. And all the strikes he didn't land really. So like the fight was on Saturday night and on Monday morning I was training. So if you fought 25 minutes and you've been hit a lot, you usually can't train on Monday morning. So that was fresh and I had nothing. I didn't get hit. So yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, on to
Now
the
I'm
next
over
one,
it
right?
and I just yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the game we play.
Straight back into it this weekend at Shuriken. What do you know about Eli, the guy you're coming up against?
I know he's a good striker. I've seen him fight against Cam last year, a couple of years ago. I was there. So yeah, I know he's been fighting pretty much everyone in kickboxing in New Zealand. So I know he's a good striker. About his grappling, I don't really know because he doesn't have many MMA fights. So it's just hard to know his level in grappling. But once again, like I focus on myself more than I focus on my opponent. So yeah, I just need to do what I'm best at this time.
What has training camp been like for you? Obviously, it's a quick turnaround, which is probably a good thing coming off a bit of a disappointing one last time out. But has there been anything in particular that you've tried to focus on coming into this one?
No, well, I was happy to don't have to wait too long because obviously I was already fit, which is a good thing. Don't need to work on the fitness. I mean, still have to work on it, but that wasn't the main priority. And the weight was already good as well, which is a good thing. And yeah, no, like just training, trying to get better everywhere. And yeah, nothing very particular, more for the opponent than another one. But yeah, just trying to get better everywhere, striking or grappling.
Pretty big card this weekend. A few of your teammates from City Kickboxing also in pretty big spots on this one. I talked to Cam Roston about this earlier, but how has it been for you? I guess peaking at the right time with Cam and Navajo and Cameron Redmond as well on this card.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to have a few teammates on the same card and all go to the fights together. Um, yeah, so like make the training a bit easier when we all have the same schedule and we know what date we need to be ready and everything. And those guys are some guys I train with every single day as well, like good training partners. So that's good. We're gonna have a good night for sure.
I feel like city kickboxing now is just basically everyone is in fight camp all the time. It seems like now that all of a sudden there's so many cards now and just everyone is fighting.
Yeah, man, that's good. Like finally, like this COVID thing is done. Now we can finally get some fights way more often. And the only reason we didn't fight that much those past couple of years is because we couldn't really because of COVID. No shows were happening. We couldn't fly overseas. We couldn't do anything. But now then everything is normal again. Everyone from the gym loves fighting. So I think everyone wants to stay busy and just try to get all those fights. And we didn't have those past couple of years. So yeah, man, there's always people in camp. That's good. So that's definitely good. Everyone is working hard, getting better and everything. So yeah, the future is good.
With this card in particular, just looking at the names that are on it, it's pretty stacked. For anyone who hasn't been to a Shuriken card before, why should they get along to this one on Friday night?
Well, obviously, the last three fights with Navajo, Cam, and myself, three guys from CKB, saying they're gonna have a good show, and I guess three of us we've already had some pretty exciting fights, and we're definitely planning to do the same thing this Friday night for sure.
There's a lot of excitement sort of around Navajo finally getting into MMA. Has that sort of been the case around the gym as well?
Yeah, he's good. He's a great fighter. He's improving very fast, so he's good to train with. So yeah, definitely good to have him as a training partner and get to train together.
Just coming back to that Eternal fight, when you spoke to Eugene after that, like, well, I guess in the lead up to this one, like, what has Eugene said sort of about that and how things went and how he thought you performed?
Well, he thought I performed the ways and I thought I performed, which means I performed like shit. But I mean, that's the reality of the situation. I'm not gonna lie to myself and say I fought well. I know I fought bad, and I expect the same answer from him because that's the truth. But that's fun. Like some days were good, some days were not good. Unfortunately, this fight was quite important for me, and I didn't fight well. But just either I fucking cry and don't do anything, or I just move on and keep fighting again and just go back to a good winning streak, and that doesn't change the goal or what's gonna happen in the future anyway. So yeah, like he told me, yeah, that sucks. We go back to training hard and winning a few fights, and then the goals remain the same.
How important is it to basically to be honest with yourself in this sport?
Or not only in the sport, in life in general. If you're not honest with yourself, that's gonna be a big deal. But yeah, in the sport, it is for sure. That's definitely a big thing. If you have people lying to you, that's something. But if you lie to yourself, that's the biggest deal, and you definitely gonna get injured and get hurt someday. So you better stay honest and train hard. And some days when you're bad, you're just gonna admit it and yeah, get better again.
I guess just lastly, where do you see yourself having advantages over Eli in this fight?
I think I have more MMA fights than him, so mixing it up between the striking and the grappling is something he's not used to. So that's definitely gonna be an advantage. He obviously has way more striking fights than I do, but I have way more grappling experience than he does. So I guess that's why you have a big advantage on this one.
Classic striker versus grappler MMA fight. We love it.
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
Sweet, man. Well, I'll leave it at that and let you get back to it. Thank you very much for the time and
Yeah.
hope all goes to plan on Friday night.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.